Hello, welcome or welcome back. My name is Ari and I have a new book box for you. This is from Afrinomenon, I think is how you pronounce this company, where it's combining African and phenomenon into one word, but I could be butchering that because there's a lot of letters that don't read normally to my brains. This one I found on Cratejoy and it seemed really interesting to me. This book box will always have a Black author in it, so it helps readers read more diversely in their favorite genres. So let me give you a little bit of information before I open this first box. This box is $50 a month, and like I said, every book that I'm ever going to get in this box is going to be by a Black author. I know you get a book and some stuff. I don't remember. I'm too lazy to look it up because that didn't seem important to me, but I'm gonna get some goodies in here and a book by a Black author. What I did find interesting was the themes that you could get around the book. So you can get an African futuristic read in every month, which is like science fiction. You can get a feminist reader box. You can get an enemies to lovers reader box if you are interested in like romance reads from Black authors. And you could get a book lovers box, which I don't know what that entails, but maybe you just don't care about your genre and you want books. And then you can get the one that I got, which is dark academia, which sci-fi seemed more my brand, but as you guys probably know who aren't new to my channel, I read a whole lot of sci-fi and fantasy, so I wanted to maybe get a little bit of outside of my comfort zone with this book box, and I want to read more dark academia. I just haven't gotten really the opportunity to. So with this one, if my problem with this box ends up being that I don't like the books, I will probably do an extra 3 months of the subscription and switch to the sci-fi because I'm more likely to like sci-fi books. I'm not sure about dark academia. I've only read like 1 or 2 dark academia books, and I think both of them were mediocre. Or the one, I know one that I can remember that I read just recently and it was mediocre, which was Vita Nostra, which I gave 3 stars because it was weird. I've probably read something else dark academia. Oh, I gave a 5-star to a dark academia. I read Deadly Education by Naomi Novik last year and that got 5 stars. So yeah, I don't know if I like dark academia or not. I don't know if I like dark academia or not as a genre, but maybe this book box will help me determine that. So, this came in a envelope pack mailer thing, and then this box is very beat up and torn apart, but this is like a clothing box that you would get from like a Dillard's or JCPenney's or Sears or whatever, so it's not how I expected it to be packaged, but as most of my boxes happen to come, it got very abused in the mail. But without further ado, first peek goes to you, and we've got tissue paper. And I'll let you peek in here. We got a thank you card on top, so let's get into this. This is a very straightforward thank you, and then just the sticker from the company in there. And the first thing I have in here is a pair of socks. Now, I don't personally wear socks almost ever, but these are very soft, like house socks. These also look like really small. Is that gonna fit on my feet? We're testing the socks. Yeah, it fits. Just in case any of you have a foot fetish, there you go. Happy birthday. Yeah, they're just fuzzy house socks. Nothing like special about the sock design themselves, but definitely something that everybody would probably get some use from. And this box smells really good. I don't know what's in here. Next I seem to have some candles. Just, I can't tell if these are scented or if they've like absorbed the scent of something else in there, but these are just very straightforward taper candles. There's nothing special about that. I'm hoping that there's like a candle holder in here that those go with to make them more interesting. Next I've got a sticker sheet. It's fairly straightforward. It's just stickers. They're kind of cool stickers. And then the final thing in here, which is where the smell's coming from, are incense sticks. Ooh, those are super strong. I'm not really a big incense stick burner, but some people are. And the only thing left in here is the book. So I'm going to tell you straight off that for $50, this is very disappointing. The socks are nice, though not usable to me. They're still very nice socks. But the incense sticks and like basic bitch tapered candles, that's not worth anything, and a book of stickers is not worth anything. Like, even the stickers are cool. It's what, like $5, and these are probably worth like $1 together. There's no money in this. So right off the bat, extremely disappointing for $50 a month. Just as far as the swag, this is the first month, so maybe it'll get better. But very, very disappointed in this. The book itself, this is a paperback. Like, I could feel that this is a paperback, so I'm not even getting like the $30 of a hardback in here. So again, disappointing. It does have like, the wrapping is cool. The wrapping is awesome. Like, that wax seal thing going on, very, very awesome. But let's go ahead and break this. All right, so didn't want to break the seal, but let's see what book we've got in here. The back of it. There we go. Rosewater by Tade Thompson. Why do I know this book? Like, this sounds, I've seen it around somewhere. Is this nominated for Goodreads choice? Alright, Rosewater is a town on the edge, a community formed around the edges of a mysterious biodome. Its residents comprise of the hopeful, the hungry, and the helpless, people eager for a glimpse inside of the dome or a taste of its rumored healing powers. Caro is a government agent with a criminal past. A sensitive, he can navigate the massive psyche space created by the dome, but when something within the dome begins killing off other sensitive, Caro must defy his masters to avert a horrifying future. That doesn't sound like dark academia at all. Where's the school setting? I'm so confused. Is anybody else confused? I don't know, maybe there's a school setting once you get into the book that I just don't know about. Has anybody read this? I don't know why I asked, because by the time you see this, I have read this, so we're not getting anything new. But yeah. I guess I'm gonna read this, and I'll be back with you in a little bit when I'm done. Hello, I have finished Rosewater, and I need to start out by saying that this box is a dark academia box, right? Like, that's the theme of the box. I was really excited to read some dark academia books by Black authors. This is the furthest thing from dark academia that I have ever read. This is sci-fi alien invasion. There's no school. I guess it's dark. But if I were to categorize this, I would 100% say sci-fi alien invasion, or alien invasion sci-fi, however you want to put that in order. Not dark academia. This story follows a man named Caro, and he is a empath. Like, he can read minds, and he lives in a city called Rosewater in Nigeria that is a donut-shaped city around a dome, and the dome was created by an alien. the Earth has been invaded by aliens. The aliens are kind of like a microorganism, and this particular alien like fell to the Earth as a rock, burrowed underground, and then kind of like manipulates matter. So this one has formed a body that looks human. Basically, he dissected a human and then recreated the idea of that same human in order to communicate with other humans. But Caro works for the government. He reads minds through like interrogation and stuff like that, and he is involved with the dome and the alien in the dome, but you don't really know where that involvement comes through the book. So you kind of like follow like him in his own little private life, and then like the overarching universe with this alien invasion thing and where they like come together later in the book. This story had some very interesting points. I really liked the Nigerian setting, learning more about Nigerian culture instead of like having just another alien book set in America or the UK. That was very interesting. Americas aren't even like mentioned in this. Since the alien invasion, like America went dark and like cut off all contact with the outside world. So no one knows what's going on with America, and you know what? I'm kind of okay with that. The characters are so well developed in this story. They're like interesting while also being flawed. Like everybody has their own personality, and they're believable personalities, not just like hollow shells of characters that you get a whole lot of time in books. So like all around, most of this book was very good. I still didn't like it because of how the story is told. And it is told in a non-linear timeline where every single chapter is a different date. So this goes, like the modern timeline is 2066, and I think it goes all the way back to like 2040, 2042, somewhere in there. And if you've read Lies of Locke Lamora, you'll be very familiar with this, where it's like you get a chapter in the present, and then a chapter somewhere in the past, and then a chapter maybe somewhere else in the past, maybe one in the present, and then an interlude chapter, and you're following like two separate storylines from two different parts in this guy's life, plus like interlude side stories, but you'll never get like two of the same story in a row. So each chapter is like a clear-cut ending, and you're going into a completely different like part of this guy's story with the next chapter. And I struggle so hard to stay engaged with this type of storytelling because it's a clear ending. Like I end a chapter and maybe it ends on a cliffhanger and I want to know what's next, but I'm not going to get what's next. I'm going to get what happened in like 3 days ago instead of what the story I was just reading in like 2044. So it was, I just personally don't like that style of storytelling, even though books with that style of storytelling can be very well done and good, and I think this is one of them. I just don't like that type of storytelling. So overall I gave this 3 stars, just based on my personal level of enjoyment. And if that type of storytelling doesn't bother you, or you're one of those or if you are one of those type of people who really just like to read like one chapter a night and then set the book down and then come back like the next day or a few hours later, like you'd like to read slow and take your time with a book, you probably will like this, provided you like alien invasion type things. I'm not huge on alien invasion things to begin with, so that probably didn't help. But that's it for Rosewater. I still don't know what about the Dark Academia. Like, I'm so confused on that aspect. I have no idea. Hopefully next month's book's actually Dark Academia. But let me know what you think about this book. If you've read the rest of the books in the series, let me know what you think down in the comments. Like and subscribe if you want to help support me, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!